On the journey of a bodhisattva or bodhisattva, you have these different parameters, and you know these transcendent qualities, liberating qualities called the paramitas, they all have one stem, which is compassion. They all come from compassion, whether it's generosity or whether it's meditation, everything is motivated by this compassion. Now the aim of all of those is to have that deep understanding of reality, called prajna or prajna, which is wisdom. This wisdom, this deep understanding that will make it possible to live compassion to its full extent. The whole Buddhist path is actually about developing that wisdom. It's not about developing deep meditative absorption. That's only a help, a tool to develop that wisdom. Now, prajna, both pronunciations are correct. This wisdom is defined as a finely distinguishing understanding of the nature of all phenomena. Finely distinguishing means that it knows the world, all phenomena, in all its nuances, in all its variations. But it doesn't only know the variations, the multiplicity of phenomena, it knows the very nature of all those phenomena as being empty, unsubstantial, process nature. So we could and definitely will go into more detail on all these points. But having defined wisdom as this finely differentiating understanding of all phenomena, then let's make it simple. There's two things to know: the nature of the so-called self and the nature of the so-called other, subject and object. And with both sides of the dualistic perception, we encounter tendencies in everybody, in the meditator as well as in the non-meditating person. We encounter normally the first tendency is to say, this exists. You are there, I am here. And more so, I am here, I have that emotion. I am angry, and my anger is eating me up. You know? You see the solidification? Me being eaten up by something which is called anger. This is called belief in existence. And this is the normal thing in the world. We believe problems exist, we believe joys exist, we believe a relationship exists, we believe self exists and others. So normally people need to deal with that belief in existence. Now, okay, intellectually, from an analytical point of view, this is quickly taken apart. I mean, me, I, existing, fine, okay. Am I the same today as I was yesterday? No, I'm not even the same as I was at the beginning of the sentence. Not even that. Perception changes, the cellular responses change, the hormonal discharges change, I'm aging, and so on. Okay. You have heard about all of that. The so-called me and the so-called other, or the rest of the world, are changing processes. Everything is process. Okay. There is nothing that can be grasped as the very solid me, the unchanging. Even a so-called soul is learning, is experiencing, and has joys and sorrows. If a soul is inert, that means it cannot learn, it's not me. The me can learn. So it's changing. Hey, everything is changing. So this is wisdom. Wisdom has this analytical approach to Prajnaparamita, the transcendent quality of wisdom. There is this analytical approach until we understand, well, yeah, it's quite absurd to think of me as something stable. And it's quite absurd to think of the world as something stable. Actually, there's a proof to the process nature of the world every day. It's called dust. Dust shows that the world is changing. Things are disintegrating all the time. Dust, everywhere. Yes? Changes against our wishes. Okay? Everything is changing. Very easy analytically to dismantle the belief in existence. Now, when we look into the nature of sensory processes and we can't find sound, where is that sound now? No. It gone, cannot be found. Then we say sound is empty of something solid. And we do the same with the idea of self. Where's the self? Yeah, cannot be found. And we say self is empty of true existence. And then, like this we would do for all the phenomena, we tend to fall into the opposite idea of non-existence. We say nothing exists. Nothing exists. No. This world is just a projection. Nothing exists. I don't exist, you don't exist. Yeah? Nihilism. This is the pitfall of just adhering to the opposite of our previous belief. Since that is not true, the opposite must be true. But the opposite is also not true. Non-exist. Hey, we are talking to each other. If you slap me on the head, I will react. This is not nothing. It's not non-existent. There is something happening. Okay. Experience shows that non-existence is not true. Things do have an effect. We have an effect on each other. Everything has an effect on me. I have an effect on everything else. Okay, so the next philosophical conclusion would be, existing and non-existing at the same time. That's illogical, absurd. How can something exist and not exist at the same time? Either it exists, then it is there, I can prove its existence, or it is not there and it has been there before and now it's gone, I can't find it anymore. But both at the same time is not possible. I'm just trying to convince me that both ways of looking at reality are both somehow, they have something for them. Both make sense. But then I see that this combination of the two is just combining opposites. It's like saying something is black and white at the same time. Hey, combining opposites doesn't make more sense if you can't find the first one. If you can't find the second one, then combining them doesn't make more sense than the previous positions. Then you let go and say, okay, it's neither existing nor non-existing. It's none of the two. And then, if you were clever, you would ask me, but then what are you saying? It's not this, it's not a pink elephant, yeah? And it's also not a blue bird, whatever, You're saying it's not this, not that, but what are you saying about reality? Nothing. It's a nonsensical statement to say it's neither existing nor non-existing. what has all of that to do with wisdom? Huh? We want to know. Prajna. Prajna is, one part is about refuting those four positions. These are called the four extremes. It becomes clear, you can refute them, and you should spend much more time on it than what I have done. But these positions are seen to be untrue. And then, prajna is not that yet. Wisdom is not taking another standpoint. It is stepping out of all of those wishes to get a grasp on reality and say, reality is like this, it's like that. No. Be happy, be relaxed, without any standpoint whatsoever. No point of self, no point of other, no subject, no object, no denial, no affirmation. Just being. And you would say that Prajnaparamita, is unraveling the mystery of life. We begin to understand life beyond the notions of existence and non-existence. We begin to see that life is unfolding processes where nothing is solid and everything is influencing everything else. We begin to understand the ungraspable nature of everything at the same time as understanding of how causes create effects, create results. All of that is one undefinable reality, and this mind stream relaxes the wish to position itself, to be someone or something within this field of life. And that's liberation, just being without needing to affirm a separateness, a standpoint. So true Prajnaparamita does not affirm a new standpoint, and however, doesn't say there is no way, no view to see things. There is just a view without identification. So there is a view of everything being of empty, ungraspable nature, and there is a view, there is a seeing that everything is experience, that experience changes due to causes and conditions. So there is more and more seeing without someone, how to say, grasping at the seeing. And this is what needs to be developed. The practice of wisdom is to undermine all these ignorant beliefs about reality through meditation, and then to learn how to rest in that simplicity of being without a standpoint. So this open presence, where it is very clear, it is very clearly seen that nothing is to be pinpointed, nothing can be grasped. This seeing, which is also called the non-seeing, this simplicity of knowing, of understanding, without solidifying anything, this could be called wisdom. So all meditation of mental calm and then insight meditation is to develop this understanding, this non-dual understanding of reality. That's prajna.